Hopefully you didn't hear the burp. I put my plate on the front and the back. Yeah, down here I guess they have a little sticker for like registration that you put it on your driver's side, like the lower corner of the windshield. Excuse me. That's jalapeno Cheetos with Tostitos spinach dip. Sorry, I'm out of it. Mentally out of it. And I want to take the contacts out, but I don't because I'm lazy. And I'm gonna want to put them back in when I go drive later. But maybe I will take them out. I'll finish watching the Nikki Delventhal vlog first. Anyways, just wanted to document this moment because pretty sure I know what's up and stuff. And it's funny that like I went out there to pick up the G7X from time lapsing like a little bit ago, and I posted a story saying it sucks every time I try to make a good point and get it across for people to see. You know, the toxic ones never see it. And this guy Nathan's been my friend for since high school. We knew each other just by playing basketball. We weren't really like good friends, close or anything, but I did meet him one time a few years ago after merchandising. Like we merchandised in the same town at some of the same stores. He works for Franz, I worked for Columbia. He invited me over to hang out and say hi, and we shot hoops at his apartment. And I don't know, I was just saying how it makes me sick that some people can't be humble about their personal, you know, belongings. Like he posted one day, I can't believe I'm trying to be so frugal about the money I spend for like fast food, yet here I go wanting to purchase a $60,000 brand new orange Toyota 4Runner or something like that. And I didn't think anything of it at the time, but like he also changed his profile picture to a horse, like him next to a horse, like, and I think it was from when he was with his ex-girlfriend or something who was into horses, but that was traveling. Unless it was Stephanie and he was with her at that time. But he's like, I don't know who Stephanie is. Who's Stephanie? I'm like, the girl we talked about when we were shooting hoops together that I brought up and you said you didn't know who it was. So, just weird ass shit happening on social media. And I follow a girl, Chelsea Gomez, that has 1.7 million followers. And I feel like, I told this Stephanie at work here, I said, Stephanie, I feel like that Chelsea Gomez, some of these other people, when they offer money for readings and stuff, like if you email them and say, here's $50 Cash App, please post something hoping somebody else will hear it. So like maybe one of Oregon Stephanie's friends posts something, or somebody in that group is posting information, like paying to post information for me or to see, hoping I'll see it. And I know that sounds really crazy, and it could be, but they're also crazy too. So it takes one to know it, you know. Anyways, and I don't call myself crazy. I call myself a way deep thinker and an overthinker, and I think about every single scenario and possible. You know, I'm one of those people. I'm not like OCD, like I don't need to like touch the bottle 3 times before I pick it up, you know. That's a different kind. But yeah. Anyways. So yeah, I posted a thing about this guy Nathan, and here he goes watching the stories. So did Anthony Trask, who's been involved. And it's funny because I sent this guy Jacob Espinosa, this guy Kid SB. I don't remember going to school with him, but he went to the same school as me, different years. But he worked with Stephanie at his old job. And I'm pretty sure he was like, had to have been coworkers or her boss at one point. So he's got to know her. A lot of people know about this girl. And so I said, can I just pay you to be my therapist or something? He joked around like, yeah, just send me money and my Cash App. And so I just sent him video about the court papers and me trying to fix shit. But I'm like, bro, whoever put the stupid stalking order in place, or whoever's idea it was, and then made me think, I couldn't do anything to remove it. The petitioner is the one with the power. The petitioner placed it. So they're supposed to be the one that fixes it. Because me as the defendant, with that in place, if I get in trouble, if I was to reach out to one of her real accounts and she's not fully committed on fixing things, she could just take that to the police and I'll go to jail. These people don't understand how serious that shit was. So, I don't know if it's helping at all. I don't know. A lot of people watch my stories. A lot of real people. And sometimes I post, things that aren't going well. You think a normal person would reach out and be like, hang in there, dude, you got it. Try to lift up my spirits. Or, I ask questions like, hey, you guys, what do you think about this sunset? Nobody replies to the interactions. They all just watch like zombies or stalkers. So, I just want that shit to be gone so then I can block everybody in the world that keeps telling me, oh, I'm Stephanie. This is Stephanie. Send me some money, $700, and I'll remove the order. I've been sending money to fucking people for the past few years, and I'm done with it. And I finally stood my ground. I know whoever's talking to me isn't a relationship. My real brother, I hope to God he gets it. He doesn't ask anything. So part of me is like, well, I wonder if it's his wife that pretends to be Stephanie. Because they had access to my Gmail and shit. And they said, no, we would never do that. Well, okay then. Well, if you don't know the whole story, quit just thinking I think I'm in a relationship. No. And if you're talking to somebody else, third party, about me, shut your fucking mouth and talk to me. This is why relationships get severed, because committed people wanting to be in a relationship, whether it's platonic, family, or romantic, they don't have the guts to sit there and communicate face to face and work out the awkwardness, work out the hard, it takes work. There's a lot of people now on social media, they'd rather just look at your profile, assume they know every little detail about you by the shit you post. And it's just it's so sickening. It's like a cancer, and it's sad. So I'm hoping 2023 is going to be better than the last 4 years. I've done so much work lifting myself up and keeping myself mentally strong and even stronger than I used to be. But the fact that other people don't have proof that something didn't happen, and they try to gaslight me and say, that never happened. It's well, where's your proof? Either you talk to her directly and you've got proof, or you recorded it, or you got screenshots or something, and you're going to show me, or you're going to shut up and quit assuming stuff. Especially when my sister has her own problems. And they didn't have no intervention for my sister. God bless her heart. But... So yeah, just a lot of toxic crap going on. And I'm so fucking vigilant that I'm I don't know. That's probably why I can't sleep too, is that anxiety and shit. But yeah, I filed them papers. I put the work in. I drove all the way fucking up there for that shit. They don't fucking understand it. Court papers. Somebody else put something against me. They need to be the one that reaches out and be like, it was okay, it was my husband. Here's a selfie. Here's proof that it's okay to talk to me. Girls come into my different locations where I worked for years. Even one time, I was barely in town last summer, or 2 summers ago. Had my car repossessed, flew home, was gifted a truck that I think used to be Stephanie's. And then they're like, hey, can you go to the grocery store for us? We need this from the store. So I offered. What do you know? Her fucking daughter, her adult daughter, is walking around with a fucking COVID mask on. So I can't tell if it's her or not 100%, but it was her. It's people keep trying to put these people in the place for me to reach out to them. No. They need to be the ones to reach out to me. Them and their fucking drama and the people in their lives fucking put this shit on me. And although I get revved up about it, like right now I'm a little bit revved up, it's a reaction to shit that happened to me. Because I'm a victim. And I'm just like, I don't sit here and cry about it. I don't tell everybody about it and stuff. But I do need to vent about it sometimes when I keep seeing these same lowlifes watching my account. Like, man, why did CJ drive all the way to Oregon and back and he didn't meet up with Stephanie? He doesn't love her? Maybe he's just, trying to manipulate the situation or something. Like, no. I went and did the proper thing. Like, that shit should have never been put in place in the first place. Me and her should have just sat down like I fucking wanted to do in a public place, wherever she felt comfortable, and have a fucking one-on-one talk. No, none of this, oh, Terry's brother this, Terry's brother that. My sister's got her own problems. So if they're going to associate my sister and me together in the same sort of like issues, like, no, I don't have the same issues. We all have different issues. I should just post this unedited and real. And this is me. This is stripped down freaking version of CJ. Like, physically at a low point in my life, but mentally and financially and spiritually in a really good place, and this shit doesn't get to me the way it used to, but it sure does still irk me a little bit, because you got all these people that call themselves friends that really don't give a fuck about you. I don't get it. Sorry, that's my stomach. Yeah, my stomach doesn't get it either. That's why it's upset. Anyways, I'm glad. That's another one, Jamie Katzenstein. I hung out with her at Mike's house one time, picked her up, went over to hang out at Mike's, dropped her off, asked her politely, hey, can I kiss you? Because I was feeling her, I was into her, and she let me kiss her. Like, kissed for a couple seconds, that was it. Never hung out again. Here she is all these years later trying to be my friend on, Facebook and Instagram, but she's got 2 kids of her own and a husband, and swears she doesn't know Stephanie. Like, what is she still watching my stories for? Like, why do these married people watch any single guy? I don't know, you guys. There's so many questions, and I don't know if I'll ever have the answers to them, because this world is too strange. I might be strange too, but at least I admit, that I've got faults. I don't go around acting like my life's perfect, I'm perfect. No, bullshit, none of us are perfect. Anyways, I'm going to put the camera down, finish watching Nikki Dillenthal and her dog Camper going to pick up her new RV or whatever she just purchased. I still don't know what I think she purchased a Sprinter van or something, but she's driving a rental Sprinter van that they made into like a RV or home type deal, car camper type thing. Anyways, enough rambling. Let's see how many Nathan watched. I don't even know if it refreshed. I hope he unfriends me. Like, get a fucking clue, bro. Like, get a clue. And if it's true that he does like me, then somebody who does care about me out there in the universe really did hit up some TikTokers and ask them to post certain sayings and shit. Because I didn't come up with this idea on my own. Might be the only one you watched. Let's see if it went down to 325 or if you still follow me. Yep. I don't care if he unfollows me. I don't give a fuck, because we were never really friends. He used to tell me, or he told me when we were hanging out playing basketball, how shitty of a friend that Travis Neria, one of our other schoolmates that played basketball. Like, I was never really close with these people, never actually friends. It's all social media stuff. And in high school, all we did was play basketball. We didn't really hang out besides that, because they were not my people. Also, this guy Deshaun, like all those people, I kept away from them besides basketball at school. Except for once, I think they were playing, uh, what do you call that? The the hoop thingy, the Salem Capital like basketball tournament in the summer. Hoopla. Hung out with them there. Like I think I drove a couple of them around in my white Honda, my first car. So that was like 1999, maybe the year 2000, summer 2000. Anyways, yeah, just fucking weird people. So yeah, let me try to go back. He watched the one about him. I think he missed the one where I recorded ranting myself, like talking about keep my name out of your mouth. Well, he watched the next one about the coyotes. Yeah, he probably saw this and was like, what the fuck? Dude's on to me for calling him out without saying names, because, you know, I hate being passive aggressive and I'm highly against it, but sometimes I don't have the guts or the strength to try to fight with somebody, especially when they're sitting there lying to me saying, I don't know who you're talking about. Like, the fuck you do. You change your profile picture to you with the horse. That probably means you're trying to get with somebody that has horses and you want to make it seem like you're into horses with them. And I was car camping in my Honda Fit. Like, on weekends and stuff. But then I got kicked out and I was homeless having to do it for a while. And he knew about that. And then all of a sudden he goes and rents a Sprinter van and went on a vacation and car camped. And he ended up hitting me up asking me, what kind of camera is good? You know, blah, blah, blah. I wanted to know about cameras to get into photography like me. Like trying to mirror me. And then when he asked me last time, like, he hardly replies to me. And I asked him, like, direct questions. And then he's like, what kind of car are you getting? And what do you do for work? I thought maybe he was going to offer me a job because he would care about me. But no. He don't give a fuck. He's talented and he is painting and art, stuff like that. And he does have a good eye for photography. But he's always been one to be like, oh, look at me in my Hummer. Or look at me in my big doggy. And, like, look at me sort of shit. I post photos that I take, but I don't sit there and humble brag like that. Or post, here's the kind of car I want, you know, it's $60,000, you know. Fuck that. Grow up, bro. I hate saying bro too. Grow up, Nathan.